So, alright, guys, welcome back again in our MySQL playlist. As we know, previously we learned about different joins like inner joins, left join, right join, and we also done this question. Uh, we also learn about inner and full join. So now let's try to understand what is self join. So self join in MySQL is a type of join where a table is joined within itself. It is commonly used to find relationship within the same data set. Like such as we have, let's say we have employees and manager hierarchy, product dependency or duplicates records. Since we are using the same table twice, so table allies are necessary to differentiate between the two instances. The joins condition is usually based on the column and that related rows within the table. Such as let's say we have employees manager ID referencing the another employee's ID. So in our self join, it helps in hierarchical data retrieval and can be implemented like using inner join or left join depending on the whether we want to include unmatched records or not. So let's say for example, suppose we have the employees table where each employees has a manager ID referencing another employees in the same table. So we can use a self join it to retrieve the list of employees along with their managers, I mean. So let's try to understand by using our MySQL workbench. So we have let's create a one table name on employee. So for that, create table employee. In the employee, we can use ID int primary key. We are giving the constraint in our data type in integer data type. We're giving the constraint primary key. Also, we have to add name. So name would be on varchar data type 50, 65. Let's say 65. Uh, Username, manager ID integer, and close parenthesis, give a semicolon here. Let's run this code first of all, and you can see we have the execution here. And after that, insert. Let's try to use capital letters here. Insert into employee, employee. In the employee, I want to add ID, name, and manager ID. Manager ID, close parenthesis, values. I want to add values in that. First 101, let's say Yash, and manager ID would be on 103, 102, Bob, and 104, 4, and 103, Cassie, and let's say null value. We don't want to give any manager ID in that. 104, Donald, and 103 for that. Use semicolon in that. So let's try to run this code. As you can see, we have the execution successfully. And let's see our table. Select all from employee. Use semicolon in that. Select and run this code. You can see we have ID, name, and manager ID. So for ID 101, Yash, and manager ID is 103. As you can see, we also have Cassie and Donald name, and we have manager ID in that. And let's add our join command. So we have this manage employee table, and we also have the table name on student. So let's add ID 101, 102, and 103 in our table employee. So for that, we have to use select all from first of all, we need student ID. So student as S, and let's say A, and uh, join with our employee table employee as B, and on that I want student ID is equal to employee ID, right? So A dot ID is equal to B dot ID, B dot, and we have manager ID, right? We have this ID because we want to add this ID here with our manager ID, right? So let's add with manager ID and use semicolon, run this code, and you can see we have this all the data, manager ID, name, Cassie, Yash, 103, 103. So this is the way you can join. You can do your self join command by using this code.